हाय हेलो एवरीवन वेलकम बैक टू फुटबॉल ब्लडी हेल। थोड़ा हिंदी इंग्लिश दोनों में करेंगे एपिसोड। हमारे साथ है तिलक शाह। अगर जो आप जानते नहीं हैं ट्विटर पे या सोए होंगे लास्ट 3-4 महीने से, तिलक इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल एस ऑफ पब्स वो नाम से ओले गनर सोलशायर को इंडिया ला रहे हैं। दिल्ली, मुंबई, बैंगलोर। वेरी बिग चांस फॉर यूनाइटेड सपोर्टर्स टू गेट अ चांस टू मीट हिम। हमको ऑलरेडी बहुत सारे सवाल आए तिलक दैट प्राइसिंग इज अ बिट एक्सपेंसिव बट वी आर स्टिल एक्साइटेड, वी कांट मेट टू मीट ओले। थैंक यू सो मच तिलक, व्हाट डू वी डू अबाउट दिस, बट ऑल्सो व्हाट डज दिस इंटेल। आई मीन आई नो तिलक, आपने ग्रुप पे डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है, टिकट के टाइम डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है कि क्या क्या मिलेगा, बट लेट्स जस्ट आंसर फ्यू ऑफ दोस क्वेश्चंस, राइट? एंड फर्स्टली लिटिल बिट अबाउट योरसेल्फ एंड एसा पब्स। या
Before even that, firstly, thanks for having me, man. When I saw that there's a podcast called Football Bloody Hell, a quote that was born on the day Ole did what he did, and that he's coming to India, I just had to say yes. So yeah, thank you for that. About me, मैं एक startup चलाता हूँ, and it's a passion project. मैं 6 साल से चला रहा हूँ, और जहाँ पे भी मेरी मंजिल जाती है, जहाँ पे मेरा दिल मुझे ले चलता है, when it comes to at least Manchester United and Coldplay, these are the two things that I adore. I pursue it to the best of my ability. So जब मुझे चांस मिला था पिछले साल ओले को ऐसे ही एक इवेंट में मिलने के लिए, so I took my shot. I shot my shot, and I told him that, hey, you should come down to India, and that of course we're sitting in Manchester. People are bound to love you here, but you should know about this place about 5,000 miles away from here, which is just as promising as well and just as exciting as well. So lo and behold, yeah, here we are.
इट्स अमेजिंग कि यार ओले गनर सोल्शायर ने हाँ भी बोल दिया है। ऑब्वियसली आई नो लॉट ऑफ हार्ड वर्क इज गॉन ऑन फ्रॉम योर एंड, ठीक है, बट मेरा वही पहला क्वेश्चन होने वाला था कि हाउ कम ओले, वो तो आपने आंसर कर ही दिया, बट वेयर डिड यू गेट दिस स्पार्क? आई नो यू सेड यू वेंट फॉर दिस इवेंट, बट फ्रॉम द फैक्ट दैट आई हैव बीन टू दिस इवेंट टू, आई कैन मेक दिस हैपन। इट्स अ क्विक टर्न अराउंड, राइट?
To be honest, being a United fan, at least especially for these last during the Sir Alex era, and then after that, what we call as Fergie time and being never give up, and that attitude is actually nowadays referred to as being delusional. Uh, I am delusional. So whenever I get the chance, say for example, we did an event for Coldplay in Manchester last year. It's just I go in with 100% dedication. My heart is in the right place. So when I spoke to him about this, of course, at the end of the day, it is a. It's not like he's just flying down for the weekend and he's going to chill and he's going to go back. There is like a contract in place and there are numbers in place, and we're flying down folks from Oslo, from Manchester, from London. So how it happened was, I had the chance. I had a platinum ticket at a similar event, and I'm like, sure, I'm going to tell him how big a fan I am. Sure, I'm going to tell him thank you for everything that you did, because, like so many other Ole empathists, if that's the right word, I also supported his managerial career till the very end, and maybe even after that. ये तो सब बताने वाले हैं उनको, तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ in a way that I was definitely the only Indian in that event that night, I can safely say. And all these events are like very premium, like आप एक नजरिए में पूरा देख सकते हैं कि कितने लोग हैं, कौन कहाँ से है, you can interact with everyone. So I said, okay, let's do this, and yeah, that's how it worked out.
Beautiful, यार विजन अलग बात है, बट मेकिंग इट हैपन इज अनदर थिंग। एंड ऑब्वियसली आई होप just for United fans, for you as well, but all United fans, it goes off very well without a hitch. I'm sure it will. So there are other couple of questions, people were asking, and just to, not a Q&A of sort, but some doubts or stuff, right? So you mentioned already, your platinum, you were in a platinum ticket holder. So you'll obviously take us to the ticket pricing that's already there, the brackets are already there, okay? So people were asking, like, when we're in the platinum ticket, right? Can we ask Ole questions in terms of, the signings he wish he had, or what about Ronaldo, coming in, stuff like that? Do you think that's something that they can talk to him about?
See, I mean, it's an open platform. There is no media, there is no coverage, there's no videography. In fact, we even encourage people to not, or rather, we do not condone selfies and all of that, because we're giving you a chance to get a proper picture. Your selfie is going to be half angled and poorly lit or whatever. We're taking care of the entire thing. So we want people to understand and support that, and in the process, get to genuinely interact with Ole. And that could mean asking him questions, absolutely. What I would believe is that those who are willing to, spend an evening with at an event like this, spending that kind of money as well for an experience like this, they're there for a constructive, a positive setup, a constructive conversation with him, which otherwise is impossible to get as a fan.
Yeah.
So, of course, everyone's open to it. In fact, one of the highlights of the event is this entire आवर लॉन्ग इंटरव्यू, जहां पे मैं उनको बहुत सारे सवाल, मैं वो इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करने वाला हूँ, और वो एक
Okay.
अनस्क्रिप्टेड अनफिल्टर इंटरव्यू है. वहां पे इवन दो हमारे ऑडियंस में जर्नलिस्ट और मीडिया वाले लोग होंगे, कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअली जब उनको वहां पे इनवाइट किया गया है, या कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअली जब वो वहां पे अंदर अटेंड कर रहे हैं, उनको बताया गया है कि यहाँ पे जो भी आप सुनेंगे वो कवर नहीं करना है. And that is a part of my contractual agreement with Ole as well, that this is the meaning and truest meaning of unscripted, unfiltered content. So whatever anybody wants to ask him, I am going to do it on a microphone in front of those people as well. But yeah, the idea is you might have questions which maybe for whatever reasons have not surfaced in the past, and this is your chance to get up and close with the man himself.
फेयर इनफ गाइस. तो अगर जो आपने वो थोड़ा एक्साइटमेंट में आप थोड़ा भूल गए, वो क्या ही बता रहा है कि जो इंटरव्यू होने वाला है, मोस्टली आपके जो भी सवाल है उसके जवाब आ जाएंगे. तो थोड़ा कैमरा नीचे रखना और थोड़ा एंजॉय करना, मेनली वही है. So Tilak, one more thing, since you mentioned that, right, about all of this. Look, these are the bands of pricing. People have asked this a tons of time before, and you have to justify this. I know it. I have from my end understood where people have come from, but I also understand that ये पहली बार कोई कर रहा है यहाँ पे. The size of this event, right, is absolutely crazy. So pricing comes in. It's not that directly he's asking you for it, right? You put a lot in place. So just a little bit about that and about the band, so people understand exactly right before the event's happening, right, guys? अभी वीकेंड आ ही गया है, ठीक है, फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे को होने वाला है. तो लास्ट इच आपको होता है ना कि आप बुक करने वाले हो, तो शायद ये सुन के आप क्लिक कर दोगे.
So that's a good question, and interestingly, जब मैं करीब एक महीने के लिए अभी यूके में था, after the postponement was announced from the December event, and up until then, where we needed to rework on the contracts and the numbers and the dates and the flights and all those commitments. ये जो event जिसकी price 40,000 rupees है, that includes, just like to clarify since we're at it, that includes GST and platform convenience fees, which is not shown as a breakup on Zomato, being they have certain internal policies around it. So actually that ticket is worth about 34,000 rupees plus GST, which rounds up to 40,000 rupees. That's number one. Number two, now in that 34,000, there are some things that you're getting which is tangible in terms of you can put an amount to it. And there are some things which is a blanket thing, like in the case of, say, for example, 100 rupees spent on his flight from Oslo to Bangalore. Just an example. तो वो हम attribute तो per ticket पे नहीं कर सकते, but that is a cost. ITC hotel, you have an open bar for 6 hours, nearly the entire duration of the event. At times, it will be, obviously, there will be dry patches during the interview and so on. You're getting, I don't know if this is the right time, but you're getting a Champions League final jersey signed by Solskjaer himself. And that is with the right, with the kind of stuff that you want to have on it. Something that sells on eBay in the UK for about £250 on average, with a certificate of authenticity, which we also give. These are imported from the UK. And the certificate, like the fact that even Ole is in Mumbai and he has signed this, is further just because, okay, did he actually sign it? So there is a company that is backing it. And for that, there is a commercial involved as well. And then we've, like, as a fan, not as an organizer, if I were a promoter and I kept doing these gigs and all of that, that's it. This is my first one in this space. So we've gone over and above and beyond to, like, really focus on the elements that would matter to Manchester United fans. So when you're wearing your formals, this is a lapel pin that's going to come your way at the time of registration. The goodie bag has a street sign. There is an event program, 20-page souvenir with details around our event, itinerary, sponsors, and of course, Ole. There is a 2-hour entertainment window. So the event flow roughly, एक meet and greet है, उसके बाद एक photo op है, उसके बाद 2 घंटे का entertainment है. तो अलग अलग शहरों में अलग अलग एंटरटेनमेंट है. वी हैव गॉटन एंड इंडिया's got talent winner sand artist, so he's going to
Wow.
depict a 20-minute journey through sand in real time on a screen which has a camera under it, and that's on the big screen. And I'm excited for Ole to see that as well. Of Ole's career from day one to from the time he was born, basically, to the time he was in India. So that entire part. So, then there's music in Mumbai. There is Azim doing comedy in Delhi. There is,
Oh,
we're
wow.
flying down Andy Mitten as well, who is arguably, there's no record or there's no way to prove it, but one of the most reputed Man United journalists out there, where the club reaches out to him to cover events
Right.
like these. In this case, absolutely not. This is not an event in association with anybody. It's solely between Ole and
Right.
me. But yeah, so that's the idea. Where so some things like me talking to Andy, this man is like had the wildest of nights with Eric Cantona. He's been there. He has a lot of stories to share as a fan who's in Manchester versus all fans of over here who are just as passionate, living a little far away. So I hear you. I hear everybody, and the ticket pricing is after having some of the best partners and sponsors on board. American Express, ITC Hotels, Zomato, Jim Beam. We've onboarded a new alcohol brand. We have beer partners, Simba. So the worth of this, when I was in the UK for a month, and when we have people flying down from the UK, because they were like, we would have easily paid about £800 for an event like this with these kind of
Hmm.
inclusions. That's how
Right.
much it would cost in the UK. Obviously, I'm not
Right.
comparing India to the UK and the market and so on, but
No, of course not.
yeah, we have to see that somebody's coming all the way down. I get so many. I feel I don't feel like replying. I feel bad. I feel sad that people are like, oh, itne mein to Old Trafford jaake aunga. It doesn't happen that way. And at Old Trafford, Ole is not going to be next to you, standing next to you it's a different experience. It is true that it's the first time something like this is happening, so it does require a little bit more of a is this something that I want to do? But I can promise you, and I hope nobody lives to regret it, but I can promise you a lot of people who are not attending the event will feel that fear of missing out when it's already kicked off.
I hope that's the case in general for everyone who's already going. क्योंकि यार देखो अगर जो आपने अभी टिकट बुक नहीं किया है तो MUFCM, which is basically football bloody hell extension of MUFCM, which is Manchester United Supporters Club of Mumbai. So you have a discount code as well, right? You can use that to book your tickets still right now. Like Tilak said, Zomato, you can book through Zomato. He has ticketing partners. So अभी भी चांस है कि आप ये इवेंट के लिए ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत देरी हो गई है. बैंगलोर, दिल्ली, बॉम्बे एटलीस्ट, राइट. और एक चीज इसने ऑलरेडी क्लैरिफाई की है कि जो आई अंडरस्टैंड, मैं दोनों बाजू से बोल रहा हूँ ये, एंड तिलक नोज दिस, राइट, व्हिच इज व्हाई ही इज हैप्पीली टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस विद ऑल ऑनेस्टी, कि पब्लिक को लग रहा है कि बहुत महंगा है, प्राइवेट इवेंट है, ऐसा है. देखो थोड़ा महंगा होगा, ये पहली बार हो रहा है. कोई वही बोला कि यूके से आ रहा है, थोड़ा समझिए कि इमेजिन एक्स प्लेयर इज कमिंग ऑल द वे. पीपल लाइक एंडी मिटेड एज वेल, राइट. वो कभी आपको चांस मिलेगा एक साथ ऐसे मिलने के लिए, होपफुली इन द फ्यूचर, बहुत सारी बार, बिकॉज ओले होपफुली इज द फर्स्ट ऑफ मेनी, राइट. लेकिन अभी के लिए फिलहाल देखो ओले आ रहा है. अगर जो आपका फेवरेट प्लेयर था, आपकी यूनाइटेड मेमोरीज, कोर मेमोरीज थी वो टाइम से, तो अभी के लिए दिस इज द बेस्ट चांस टू गेट इन एंड मीट हिम वहां पे. बाकी सब ग्रुप प्रोग्रामिंग तो ऑलरेडी तिलक ने बता दिया आपको कैसे रफली होगा. He gave you the perks of being in the 40,000 rupee category. उसके बाद other categories below that too. सब information आपको ऑनलाइन मिल जाएगी. कमेंट्स में नीचे मैं डालूंगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक्स डाल दूंगा, ठीक है. Tilak, before we wrap it up, because I know you're a very busy person and it's almost D-Day coming up, right? Any closing comments which you want to speak from your heart to everyone who's going to come, or you hope that they come?
Three things before the closing comment on what you just shared right now. Number one, वो अगर यूके से आते होते तो बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस होता. He's flying from Oslo where the connectivity is very bad as compared to like coming to India. Number one. Number two, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is like the most loved Man United player there has ever been. Of course, there are bigger names and bigger brands, if that's a way to say it, but they've always had tiffs and ups and downs. While this guy has been through and through United. So honestly, it's like a blessing to be able to pull this off and bring him here, somebody like him. And lastly, yes, I mean, from my heart, this has been like a roller coaster journey, because of, also I think it's out in the media about the postponement. What happened? There was something that had come up. We don't need to discuss it, but it's out
Yeah,
for everyone to see. So that, that has affected me as a promoter. While that's not the term that I would like to use or refer, because I'm more a fan who has a business in events rather than somebody who's doing this for. Yeah. So it's been crazy, and I don't think there is a pinnacle in being a fan than being at Old Trafford and seeing your team cheering them, and this comes maybe above that as well, because out here what's happening is a lot of people, not about them not necessarily being able to travel to the UK. It's more about them getting something in their hometown. You're welcoming somebody to your city, and there's an immense amount of pride that comes with, which I am so excited for when it comes to Mumbai. I live 10 minutes away from the venue, which is down the road, and I cross that every day. And
right.
all of a sudden, over there is where I'm going to see, where I'm going to host Ole. And like, I have goosebumps when I say this, that this is, it sounds like, oh, you're charging a fee. Well, yes, there are a lot of commercials involved, but I feel I get goosebumps when I do know, I get so many DMs every day talking about, hey, just book our ticket and thank you so much. And I think that's second to none. And for me to be able to give that to more people during the Ole tour, which is most important, but also over the near and distant future, my commitment to fans, what you said about Manchester United Supporters Club Mumbai and the discount code, that's for all supporters clubs who I've been in touch with across India, not just the three cities, but even Pune, even Chennai, even Hyderabad, even Nagpur. We're going. Again, it is a commercial event, because how else will it go ahead
Right.
despite a sponsors and everything? But then we've booked buses. Like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to book a bus from Koregaon Park in Pune at 5 a.m. When I myself will be flying from Bangalore to Mumbai with Ole. Um, we're booking a bus for Bangalore city center for fans to come from there to come to the airport to because I know that it's not close by, and I don't want the ticketing price to be a limiting factor, that, oh, this is only for these set of people. I want it's for all Man United fans, but that level of 45 minutes with the man. Uh, I mean, you, even if you went in the VIP suite, in the Sir Alex Ferguson suite, or wherever you went, even at Old Trafford, and if he was the match day ambassador for the club, even then you wouldn't get 45 minutes with him. So
Right.
sorry, that was a very long, heartfelt note, but I
No,
mean a
no.
genuine one.
No,
And I can't
that-
wait for everyone to sport this. This is our identity for that evening, an evening with Ole. But yeah,
no, but that was the point. That's why I asked you something from the heart, right? Because a lot has gone into organizing this. People have their opinions. Fair enough. ठीक है यार. मोली पॉइंट यही था कि शायद आपको ओले जैसे प्लेयर को मिलने का ये पहला या आखिरी चांस हो पाएगा इतना पर्सनली. फ्यूचर में
yeah,
इट कुड बी अ बिगर इवेंट, कुड बी समवेयर एल्स. आपका लक होगा, यू कैन मे बी मीट हिम. बट अभी के लिए फिलहाल दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. इंडिया में आ रहा है, 3 सिटी में आ रहा है. ठीक है, द डिटेल्स आर लाइक आई सेड विल बी डाउन बिलो. So thank you so much again, Tilak, for coming and having a conversation with us about this. We're all hoping that it goes out to be very good all 3 days, all three cities. जहाँ से भी लोग आ रहे हैं, होप कि आप लोगों को अच्छा टाइम स्पेंड करने मिलेगा ओले के साथ, या जस्ट इन द इवेंट विद ऑल द एंटरटेनमेंट. एंड हम शायद जब सब ये रैप अप हो जाएगा उसके बाद और एक पोस्ट 3 डे हेक्टिक इवेंट के बाद बात करेंगे तिलक के साथ एंड सीइंग हाउ थिंग्स वेंट एंड मे बी व्हाट्स इन स्टॉक फॉर द फ्यूचर फॉर अदर पीपल, राइट?
awesome. Thank you so much, Animesh. Thanks for having me. And I will see you in Mumbai on the 10th of February with Ole.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you so much, everyone, for
Awesome.
tuning in. See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks, Animesh.